Today is Friday, June 12th. Welcome to this edition of Nevada County Now. Today's episode, we're talking Stage 3, fair cancellation, church services, and more. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Nevada County Now. I'm your host, Cole Pettit. Our top story tonight, Nevada County Stage 3 businesses are able to reopen today with modifications. Nevada County's reopen plan has been updated with guidance for 12 new industry sectors. The plan, along with an updated FAQ, can be found at mynevadacounty.com/coronavirus. Nevada County Public Health Officer Dr. Ken Cutler has rescinded the local short-term rental and lodging order effective as of today as well. All hotels, lodging, and short-term rentals must still abide by the state's guidance. For business owners with questions about reopening, Nevada County is hosting a follow-up Stage 3 Business Guidance Workshop on June 16th from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Participants in the workshop will be able to join different groups, each focusing on a particular industry. For more information or to register for Tuesday's workshop, visit mynevadacounty.com/coronavirus. In coronavirus news, Nevada County has increased its total case count by another 2, bringing the total to 52 confirmed cases. However, there are currently only 3 cases listed as active, all in eastern Nevada County. The number of tests performed now sits at 3,815, an increase of 469 since the last update. The Nevada County Fairgrounds Board of Directors voted Tuesday evening to cancel the 2020 Nevada County Fair. The vote comes after delaying the decision 2 weeks ago following Governor Newsom's same-day announcement that California was moving rapidly into the next reopening stage. Since that meeting, the Fairgrounds Board and staff discussed the feasibility of different options with various fair partners, communicated with state and public health officials, and further reviewed the governor's executive orders and updated guidance regarding the COVID-19 pandemic and mass gatherings. Nevertheless, according to the California Roadmap to Recovery, fairs and festivals remain in Stage 4 of the reopening plan and will not be permitted until the roadmap is complete and all shelter-in-place restrictions are lifted. Our new correspondent, Sonora Slater, went out to talk with some folks to find out their thoughts on the fair cancellation.
Hi, I'm Sonora Slater, and we are out here in downtown Grass Valley talking to people about the cancellation of the Nevada County Fair. It's a very popular event. A lot of people go to it every year. It's a tradition, but due to coronavirus concerns, there can't be large gatherings or festivals this year, so it has been canceled, and we just wanted to know kind of people's thoughts on it. So do you go to the fair often? Do you have like a tradition of going there?
Yeah, we usually go every year. We've been going, for probably 35 years, something like that.
What are some of your favorite things about the fair?
Probably Treat Street and the music. We like to go to the Pine Street, or the, what's it called? Whatever it is, the Pine Street stage or whatever it is, listen to music and yeah.
How do you feel about the cancellation this year?
Pretty disappointed, yeah.
Do you think that it was the right decision, or how do you feel about that?
Not really. I think it's time to reopen things, and I think everybody kind of needs some normalcy. So I'm kind of disappointed. I think it's time to open things up and let people enjoy life again.
So a few people have been talking about the idea of doing some sort of modified thing, like a drive-through Treat Street, so people can have at least some of the fun. How would you feel about something like that?
I'd go for it. I think it's great. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I like that idea.
So do you go to the fair every year? Is it like a tradition for your family?
Oh yeah, every year since I was born.
What's your favorite thing about the fair?
Treat Street, for sure.
How do you feel about the cancellation this year?
I'm very upset. It's not okay.
Do you feel like it was the right decision?
No.
Or?
Very, very wrong decision.
Also, some people have suggested doing some sort of modified version of it, like a drive-through Treat Street, so you can have a little bit of the fun. How would you feel about that idea?
That would be a good compromise, because most of the reason I'm upset is because the businesses on Treat Street are like nonprofit, like 4-H and the fire department. They need money, and that the fair gives them a lot of money.
So do you does your family go to the fair a lot? Have you gone to the fair?
We've lived up here for a number of years, and we usually go to the fair.
How do you feel about the cancellation?
I understand it. I think, with the COVID, we just don't know, and it looks like everybody's having a big spike right now, so I think it's going to be here for a while. So I'm not upset about it. I'll live to go another year.
Also, so a couple of people have suggested the idea of doing something modified, like a drive-through treat street, so that it's safe, but also kind of has the spirit of the fair. How would you feel about that idea?
That would be great. It's like they're doing over at the Root Center on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, the car hop thing. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Thanks for talking with us. United Way of Nevada County and Interfaith Food Ministry will be running a safe drive-through food distribution this Saturday, June 13th. The distributions take place at 440 Henderson Street in Grass Valley from 10 a.m. to noon on the second Saturday of each month. For more information, contact United Way at 274-8111 or admin@uwnc.org. CAL FIRE has suspended all burn permits for outdoor residential burning within Nevada, Yuba, and Placer counties beginning at 8 a.m. Monday, June 15th. This ban applies to all residential outdoor burning of landscape debris, such as branches and leaves. The suspension of burn permits for residential landscape debris does not apply to campfires within organized campgrounds or on private property. Campfires may be permitted if the campfire is maintained in such a manner as to prevent its spread to the wildland. A campfire permit can be obtained at local fire stations or online at preventwildfireca.org. In related news, Nevada County has been recognized with an Achievement Award from the National Association of Counties for their Ready Nevada County program. This program was recognized in the Risk and Emergency Management category for the multimedia awareness campaign coordinated by the County of Nevada Office of Emergency Services to raise awareness and mobilize the community to prevent and prepare for wildfire. Office of Emergency Services Program Manager Paul Cummings said, Ready Nevada County serves as both a signpost and trusted source of information for residents. This campaign highlights the concept that fire heeds no boundary. We exercise creativity as we partner with the community and agencies at local, state, and federal levels to maximize public safety resources. Nationally, awards are given in 18 different categories that reflect the vast, comprehensive services counties provide. Each nominee is judged on its own merits and not against other applications received. One activity that many members of our community have been missing through this pandemic is attending church service. Now that we've begun the process of reopening, churches are doing so as well. Let's send it over to Sonora for more details on what church services look like at the moment.
Thanks, Cole. Churches center strongly around community. But in response to the ban on large gatherings nearly 3 months ago, in-person worship services became impossible. For the last many weeks, pastors have been preaching to an empty room, video recording the sermon to be sent out to their congregation the next day. Small groups have been meeting over Zoom, making the moments of awkward silence in the middle of the discussion even more awkward. Community members have gone to church on their couches, wearing sweatpants and eating Cheerios. But worship has happened nonetheless. Now, restrictions are slowly lifting, and churches are allowed to begin the process of reopening, so long as they are cautious and considerate of vulnerable congregants. Many churches are holding outdoor services, expanding to offer multiple services to allow for limiting church capacity, recommending and providing face masks, and encouraging at-risk community members to temporarily refrain from attending. Churches are also shifting from passing around a physical tray to collect the weekly offering to doing so through an online giving setup and utilizing individually packaged cups of grape juice or wine and crackers in order to take part in communion. Childcare services have also been modified. Some churches have entirely shut down their childcare for the time being, meaning that children must stay with their parents throughout the regular service, while others will provide a location apart from the main worship area for children to participate in Sunday school, but will require parents to remain with their children. I talked to Jenna Triber, a regular attendant of Crossroads Church, and she said that it's been a little weird to be back. The idea of it was so exciting, but it is different, she said. You aren't supposed to hug people or stay after church, and that is the definition of church to me. Being able to physically be in the presence of your brothers and sisters in Christ. Despite their desire to rebel, churches said that attendees practiced social distancing well and were courteous about the situation as a whole. Lead pastor at First Baptist Church, Mark Rindels, said that after 11 weeks of virtual services, the first gathering back in the building went well, with everyone being very respectful about whatever church leaders asked them to do. Regardless of the rules that prohibit hugs, handshakes, and general physically close interaction, churchgoers are deeply appreciative of the opportunity to be together again, as well as listen to the sermon without having to pause for it to buffer. Triber gratefully acknowledged that being able to worship with your non-blood family is such a great thing, and I've definitely missed it. Pastor Rindels noted that he was able to see the church continue to thrive even while quarantine persisted, and ministry had to shift to a different format, as streaming the service on Facebook Live and YouTube Live nearly doubled their regular attendance, and pushed them to get more comfortable with the technology to connect and reach out to people remotely in the future. A statement on the Crossroads Church website says, "We recognize that this isn't church as we're used to it, but we look forward to seeing God move in this season. No matter how church looks, we desire and intend to make much of Jesus." Back to you, Cole.
Thanks, Sonora. 4th of July is just around the corner, and Nevada County Media is gearing up to begin filming our virtual 4th of July parade. If you're interested in participating, there's still time to register. Visit nevadacountymedia.org for all the details. We'll leave you tonight with a brief conversation I had with our commentator for the parade, Jon Voorhees. Remember, stay safe, take care of each other. We'll see you next week. So I'm joined today by a man of many talents and also our cooking show host, and he's going to be hosting our virtual 4th of July parade, Mr. Jon Voorhees. Thanks for joining us today, Jon.
Well, thanks for having me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
So as I said, you're going to be hosting our 4th of July parade, right?
Yes, second year in a row. Last year, I had the pleasure of doing the commentary for the Grass Valley Parade with my colleague Wendy Hawkins. And this year, it might surprise people, but Nevada County Media is setting up another parade for 4th of July in spite of the quarantine and the pandemic and everything else.
Yeah, so we're going to be recording this Sunday and then next Saturday as well. So, and there's still time for people to sign up and fill out their information online.
Yeah.
So we'd like to have plenty of people. Jon needs people to talk about.
That's right. Sunday the 14th, and then Saturday, I think that's the 20th. Is that right?
It is.
Yeah. So, for folks who, have an organization that would like to be represented, we'll provide all the details, I think, right? Once they contact Nevada County Media.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what does your role as hosting look like? What do you usually do? You just goofing around and having fun, or what's that?
Basically, I like to define the lowest common denominator. Like, what is the dumbest thing that I can say, but they'll still bring me back every year? And so I just try to find out where that level is. Yeah, so I just say goofy things. No, the organizations will have their own little blurb that we'll certainly cover. And then after that, it's, whatever comes to mind. I do a repertoire of some opera that people sort of catches them by surprise, and also magic tricks. That's actually, none of that's true, but it'll be a nice time, I think. We'll have fun watching the folks go by.
I mean, we're looking for musical performances and stuff too. So, I mean, if you want to submit a video and join us as part of that, then, I mean, we'd certainly love to have you.
Well, thank you. But, in the words of Groucho Marx, I don't think I'm going to join any organization that would have me for a member. So we really have to rethink that. But thank you for the very nice offer there.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're also going to be getting our cooking show back and going here pretty soon too. Are you excited to get back?
Oh, I can't wait. Let's get cooking. And, our colleague Ramona, who sort of runs the whole show, has come up with a really creative idea where I will be 6 feet away or more, and yet still part of in the kitchen virtually while the chef makes his or her meal. It's going to be interesting. There's been a lot of creativity that's coming out, and the Fourth of July parade's another example. A lot of creative ways to tackle things these days.
Yeah, I mean, we're all kind of having to get creative and make stuff happen in different ways possible. And, we're happy to have you as a part of it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and let's get cooking. I think that we've done 3 shows. I think they went well. The first one's available, and I think the second one will be edited and be available around 2025, 2026, somewhere around there. So we just have to wait a few more years for that. But
Don't be calling us out like that, Jon. We're working on it. Come on, we're getting there. We finally have some interns back, and we're having them slowly work on it. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I know.
Oh, weeks now. Okay, well, that'll be wonderful.
We're looking forward to it. I know.
But it's a really fun show, and I think the first one got a very good response. So it can only go downhill from here.
That's one way to look at it, but we're trying to do our best, Jon. We're getting there.
Yeah, no, it's really fun, and it's a great experience, and I'm sure the going forward, I think will be great. And but the thing is, how long will we wear these masks, and how long will we do social distancing? Will be interesting. You can't stop everything. You have to get moving again.
Yeah, that's so true. And so, I think the way we're going to do it is try to incorporate you as sort of a disembodied head on a TV screen, I think, for now. And, whether you're in the studio or whether you're doing like this, zooming in from afar, and we splice you through. But that way we'll still be able to film something and have you be there and be a part of it as best we can. And it should still be very fun.
Yeah, Cole, you had me at disembodied head. I think, how often do you get to do that and put that on your resume? Not too often. So, that'll be fun. And so we start those up, I think, early to mid-July. And so
exactly. We're going to film our first test episode on the Wednesday, the 8th, I think, and just kind of work out some of the technical details with, you being Mr. Head.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think, assuming everything goes well, we film our first episode of that in that fashion the week after that. And,
even up here where I think people have a more relaxed lifestyle, you should always work to get ahead, I think. So that's it's right up my alley.
Well, I think we can make that work.
Thank you. Oh, Cole, you're an easy laugher. It's a lovely quality.
Well, thank you for taking the time to join us today, Jon.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it, and I'll see you out on the parade grounds before too long.